Hello and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Gemini in September 2021. What's going on, Gemini? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Gemini, hope you're happy, safe, healthy, and secure wherever you are in the world. Take good care of yourselves and those that you know and love, okay? Any announcements? Nope. Anything you want, it's in the description box, okay? Gemini, let's do your reading, shall we? So, High Priestess, first card out. Secondary major for... Am I gonna blank? Jesus. Cancer, thank you. Secondary major for Cancer could be dealing, don't have to be, Ace of Pentacles, and then the Knight of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be dealing, don't have to be. So, I get the sense that something's coming en route. It's valuable. Person, place, or thing, whatever, I don't know, opportunity, whatever this is, but you might not see it coming. You might not be expecting it. Could be a surprise. Could be unexpected, and I don't want to say it's off-putting, but it's like, it's, for some of you, it's like a dream come true feeling. It's like, wow, I really, in a million years, you know, that whole way of speaking, like, I never would have imagined this would be something that I could have, possess, be presented with, experience, see. Like, for some of you, it's just a matter of seeing something, observing something, not necessarily that you're going to, with the Ace of Pentacles being in the center, not to say none of you will, but not to say all of you either would be getting like a huge lump sum of money. For some of you, sure. Others of you, it's just a matter of you're going to witness something that you never thought you would see with your own two eyes kind of situation, yes? Some of you, you might have had an inkling if you're in the spiritual community as a intuitive, as an empathic person, as a HSP, or even just somebody who just casually observes it all. You know, you might have been getting some clues from the universe, from your personal higher guides and things like this, or your Lord and Savior, whatever you believe in or don't believe in, yes? So some of you, it's not that you're not expecting it, it's just like you don't, the universe can't give it to you when you think you're supposed to get it. Like, that's usually how the High Priestess comes out in partnership with this Ace of Pentacles. It's like, you might know, but you don't really know. You suspect, but you don't have like all the detail. You know what I mean? But what I'm getting is that it's coming through slowly, very slowly. Yes, Pentacles here, as well as the High Priestess again. There's like things that are billowy. What is that called? Inconclusive is kind of the information that I'm getting, or this idea. The information that you have. If you were trying to piece something together, Gemini, if you were trying to figure out, well, when is this thing coming? When is this person going to show up? When is this opportunity going to show up? All the information you've been given, either directly or indirectly, has been inconclusive. So that, again, facilitates how the universe works, how God works, whatever you believe in or don't believe in, yes? If it's in the form of a person, they themselves are the Ace of Pentacles to you, the thing of worth, the thing of value, the object of your desire, so to speak. If it's not the person themselves, they will carry it with them, right? I don't know. I like this, but, you know, as is the way when I do readings, especially general readings. In personals, it's way different. But in general readings, often, there's like, you know, a lot of good things up here. You know, something to look forward to. We're excited. There's a possibility that things are going to turn a corner for us, or we're finally going to be given an opportunity, receive a gift, receive some type of payment that we've been waiting for, that we've been hoping for, right? But there's something in this energy that's like apprehensive, is afraid, or if not afraid, cautious. There's like caution in here somewhere. For some, Gemini, if it's literal, like, tangible things of value, money, property, possessions, things like this, and someone's giving it to you, be careful. Like, if someone says, here, have this as a gift, Or it could be as simple as some of you have bought something and it's in transit and it's been in all different hands and it's been in all different jurisdictions and, airplane hangars and, shipping facilities that something ain't right in it. So maybe that's what this is. Because it's taken so long to get to you, you might want to, read over the fine print. You might want to be very sure that before you receive it, whatever it is, to give it a good 2-3 times, like look it over, make sure it's exactly what you ordered, make sure it's exactly what you asked for, because I feel like there's a feeling of no backsies here. And it could be as simple as you ordered something and there's no return policy. And I just got one of those myself. I bought some things and I was just like, oh, if I'll just return it. A couple of those things were final sale, and I was like, ain't that a bitch? Because that was a lot of money I just spent. Anyway, but that's me. I'm not a Gemini, but you know what I mean? So just like, it could be as simple as that, and that could be like the caution. And that's obviously not I would hope not. I hope it's not a fear-based caution for some of you. But for me, it was like one of those things of, I think it was like 2 months ago now, or maybe just a month ago. Like, I really didn't read the fine print. I really was like clicking add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. And I was like, okay, when I get all this stuff, I'll see what I like and what I don't like, and then the rest I'll send back. And I went back and I was like, oh, some of these things were final sale. And they were very expensive. And now I don't have that money. Okay? So I feel there's curiosity here, so we're going to clarify something. I don't know what. The carrier here, I'm going to call them the carrier. They could be a very significant person in your life. They don't have to be an earth sign. They don't have to be male. But this person, I think, if you know them personally, I think it's pretty friendly. I don't think it's like a love situation in most of your cases. In some it might be. But I feel that this person and you're on good terms, but you might not be close to them. So like a casual acquaintance, So I don't really think there's a lot of curiosity in your energy about who the person is. And I think the High Priestess is up for your determination. So we're going to clarify the Ace of Pentacles. What is the Ace of Pentacles? Give us some detail on what the Ace of Pentacles is. Because I said in the beginning, Gemini, some of you it's just like, you don't actually see this coming. You have no idea what it will be. Yeah, so let's see what it could be for you guys. Ace of Pentacles, why is that here for Gemini's reading in September 2021? Give me some clarification on the Ace of Pentacles. Why is that here for Gemini, please? Oh, okay. There's the fear. Tower. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Okay. And the Empress in the reverse. Okay. Well, that's very kind of dark, but I'm going to say it. I gotta be real. And this might be a little controversial, but, c'est la vie. For some of you, this is about an abortion. Something is coming towards you. And, I've said it before, other readers have said it, that an ace is like a seedling. It's something that is planted and grows, yes? So some of you, this is about a pregnancy. And with this and this, I feel in some of your cases, it's an unwanted pregnancy. And I know that sounds horrible to many people. I'm pro-choice, BT dubs, in case you didn't know. Like, I'm a very liberal person. I'm all about people having choices, okay? So, but for some of you, like, that is, quote unquote, the gift, is the ability to abort the pregnancy because it's not wanted. Or I feel it. I feel like there's some backlash coming, either from viewers or people in your life who are pushing and saying, no, this is a gift from God. This is a gift of life. How could you think this? How could you do this? Blah, blah, blah. We all have our different opinions on the subject, but that's perspective, period. Right? Because a gift to someone else is a death. Okay, go ahead. So what I was going to say was, a gift to some is a death sentence to someone else. That's all about perspective, where you're standing, right? And the reason I did that and slammed my hand on the table is because what has happened recently here in the States, that law that came down in Texas, okay? Basically, it's a very restrictive law or whatever, and it's just like incredibly restrictive. And for me, as a pro-choice person, I'm kind of like, and I believe the law has provisions for this. I haven't, honestly, I haven't like read all the articles about it, but if the pregnancy that a person were to carry to term is life-threatening, a death sentence, right? For where that person stands, the person carrying the child, this is a death sentence. I will not survive. It is unlikely that I would survive carrying this child to term. That's their perspective. To other people, external from that person's subjective point of view, perhaps it's a gift. So I hope you get what I'm saying. I'm not trying to tell you how to think or what you should or should not do in this. This is not advice. This is not medical advice, okay? This is, oh, my tarot readers or some random tarot reader said it was okay medically. I cannot, obviously I cannot weigh in that way. But what I'm sensing here is like where other people might view this as a joyful thing, something of value that you would want to enjoy and your life would become richer because of it. Another person's perspective is, no, that would bring havoc into my life. That would destroy something in my life that exists already. And if not destroy, just it would cause such an upheaval. It would create such a new set of circumstances that I might lose my footing in life. I might lose my stability in life. I might lose something, yes? So that's just like for a handful of you. Not all of you are dealing with situations of pregnancy. And the big reason that came out is because I saw Tower, which to me is like a pulling away, like a stripping down, like a demolishing of sort of like this treehouse. Same way we would demolish a building. It comes crumbling down. And then the Empress in the reverse next to it, Empress is more often than not seen to be pregnant. And she looks a little pregnant there, So there's something, and it doesn't have to be, okay, thank you. We can finally let go of the pregnancy thing. Because again, that's not for everybody. But there is this idea of expectancy, right? So someone is expecting something. And maybe that's the thing. It's an upset. Tower, secondary major for Aries, sometimes also Scorpio, and Empress, Libra, also sometimes Taurus. And I just did the Taurus reading. So for some of you, you might be expecting something returned to you, because returning was a big theme in their reading. So you might be expecting something to return to you and it doesn't come back at all, or it doesn't come back the way that you expect it to, right? So, damn, I hate that it turned this way, but that is part of being empathic, is like, even though these cards on their own were great, something in me was like, it's more than that, baby. There's something more to this story. And the more to the story feels like some type of upset. If you, there we go, because Empress again is like this, she's the divine feminine, right? She's the queen of all queens. So for some of you, this was maybe a love situation, a friendship, something like that, where maybe you and a person were on good terms, or you had something of value that you were hoping to rekindle or hoping to solidify, hoping to carry over a long distance to continue, but something in you or the other person is already knowing it's not really feasible. Again, this idea of this being a seed, and the Empress often symbolizes fertility, and not just sexual or reproductive fertility. Fertility in all the ways. Business, love, romance, yes, personal relationships with friends, families, all that, right? And also self, right? being fertile within yourself, good ideas, little nuggets of inspiration, getting involved in your health, in your wellness, right? If you're expecting that to be for the seed to take hold and root and therefore grow, I feel like there's a very strong possibility that that's not going to happen. Or if it's not that it's not going to happen, there will be certain complications to it. The Tower is and that's the thing about it. It's going to feel like shit. It's going to feel like, oh my God, this is the worst thing that has ever happened to me. This is the worst decision I've ever made. I never should have had my hopes up in the first place, etc., etc. The Tower, much like the the High Priestess, and by a long thread also God, works in mysterious ways, right? So what you or someone else perceives as total destruction, absolutely the worst thing ever, horrible decisions, horrible actions, horrible behaviors, blah, 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 right? In the grand scheme of things, from the universe's perspective, from God's perspective, from your higher selves, whatever you believe in or don't believe in, it's actually better in the long run. And some of you already know this. You already believe that. And I'm not trying to, whatever. You already know that. The two pillars there, the black and white pillars, right? The dark and the light. The alpha omega, like these I don't want to say, well, yeah, it's more about a polarity than it is about a spectrum between the start and the end. Although it could be start and the end. You could read it both ways. But anyway, so these two pillars, right? As is your way, Gemini. Two minds about something. You may have, and again, it could be a person. I did say that the gift could be the person themselves. And you may have said, oh, I want this person back, or I want to start something with someone, or I'm hoping that this person comes into my life that I've desired for so long, and maybe they've dragged their heels to get to you, right? Not in a resisting way, Maybe they've just been slow, whatever. By the time they arrive, you're kind of like, oh, never mind. If this was someone that you were pining for, or someone that you've been friends with forever, and maybe they had a situation, you had a situation to speak of, and now that you're both single, something like that, and now that you're both single, the opportunity is here, but I feel like somebody preemptively knows with the High Priestess, oh, if we get together, baby, it's going to be a disaster. It's going to ruin our friendship. It's going to cause distress in my family life. Maybe this person is an avid, I don't wear condoms during sex, and you're trying to not be pregnant, period. Maybe it has nothing to do with abortion. Maybe it's just the fact of, this person is like, nah, I don't wear no condoms. I ain't trying to do all that. Whatever. And you're like, but I'm not trying to get pregnant. Well, man, you can go on the pill or something like that. No, I can't go on the pill. Don't you understand how the female body... I could go on a rant, and I'm stopping myself. Because, anyway, birth control does not always work. Birth control has a lot of bad side effects on the ladies. So why don't you do us all a favor and put on the goddamn condom? Or better yet, why don't you go on and get yourself a vasectomy? No, man, I ain't gonna do all that. Stop it. Anyway, so that's what I'm seeing here. Is the possibility that somebody, you and another person, you have different, let's say, goals, or you have different values, or you just view, it's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. You know it. Intuitively, you know it. If you don't know it, the universe is trying to knock you on the head with it, throwing you all kinds of signs and synchronicities. Maybe you don't live in Texas. Maybe you live in good old liberal California, right? But that Texas shit, that's a good sign. Oh, I better not move to Texas and fall pregnant. And maybe this guy's like, I want to move to Texas. For what? Why you want to do that? We're good where we are here in Pasadena. What are you trying to do? Let's get an outcome. Let's get an outcome for Gemini in this situation, please. What's the outcome here? potential outcome, I should say. Potential outcome. They want me to take it, but then they also want me to get more. So we'll do that. It didn't fall, but it definitely stopped me in my tracks. It was a very intended jumper. It felt very, ooh, me. All right, so the first one that came out, Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. So now, this feeling, oh right, and we're in a Mercury retrograde. That makes sense. Okay. So for some of you, this idea of like coming back to, or not going back to, I should say, because look at the Seven of Swords, how she's looking over her shoulder like, ooh, I'm taking these swords and I'm trying to be about my way, and I don't want anyone to know what I'm doing out here in the foggy nighttime. Yeah. So there is this sense of like, oh God, trying to get away with it. I don't think that's, in many of your cases, it's not about lies and deception and manipulation, although it's in there. Like, the primary thing to be upset about in this Seven of Swords is the lack of knowledge. So maybe it's not lies, maybe it's lies by omission. Oh, dang it. Dang it, Don. Dang it. For some of you, it's like, ooh, baby. Going back to this whole potential pregnancies and stuff like that, and let's take abortion out of it. For some of you, that's going to be a very crucial part of the story. For others of you, that's not the crucial part of the story, but this idea of pregnancy in general is there. Now, for some of you, you are in partnership with the person, you or they, depending on who could be the pregnant party. They might not be on the up and up about what they're doing. So if let's say one of the partners was like, yes, I want to have kids, and the other partner was like, yeah, me too, they might be lying about that. Or okay, how can I say that real quick? Okay, so the lie by omission. Someone says, I want to have kids. The other person says, yeah, me too. What they're not saying is, yeah, me too, comma, hyphen, semicolon, whatever, I would love to adopt. Or I would love to foster. Or when you say kids, I hear four-legged animal who's really cute and fluffy. I don't mean biological children. That's the omission part, right? Them saying, the first person saying, oh my God, I can't wait till we have kids, or I can't wait to start a family, whatever. Yeah, me too. Not really true. And the reason I cracked up a little bit is because they threw into my mind Bridgerton. If you know what Bridgerton, that first season, is all about, you know what I'm talking about. Like, it's literally a matter of semantics, that issue in Bridgerton. Can versus will. Two different words that can seem to approximate the same thing, but they don't. They absolutely don't. So, Seven of Swords. Someone is possibly getting away with it by keeping up a lie or keeping up some type of I don't want to say a lie. I mean, I guess I do. For some of you, you're going to read it. No, this motherfucker lied to me. Fair. It serves them in some type of way. Serves them there. So, we could go on, but I'm trying to keep these readings shorter these days. Gemini, there's a possibility that somebody wants to continue some type of connection with you, or start one, or reignite one, whatever way it's coming through. They want to have something with you because there's a firm foundation there. But I don't know, this is like a misalignment here. It's like they're trying to have their cake and eat it too, something like that. Like 2 times, trying to have 2 aces. And you or somebody knows, something is not right here. Something is off in the mix. There is something I'm unaware of, even though you intuitively know. Is it a matter of proof? You can't prove it. Can't prove it. Can't prove it. We could take it another way too. Oh, you sure you on birth control? Yeah, I'm on birth control. Can she prove it? Can you? Can you? You know? See? Y'all got drama. Gemini, we're going to leave it there. That's your reading for September. If this reading resonated, if it made sense to you, drop a comment, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. That's all I ask. If you're interested in working with me personally, you can find out how to do so by looking in the description box. Gemini, thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys. Bye.